Hi, boys and girls. This is Ms. Kathy. I'm so happy you've joined me today for another story just for you. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. Philippians 4:6. The Lost Purse by Florence M. Weslake. Derek, would you please go down to the grocery store and get me a few things? His mom asked when he got back from school. Sure, Mom, Derek replied. What do you want from the store? Here's the list, and here's the purse with money in it. Do be careful with it. And please drop in at Auntie's on the way and give her this paper I promised her. Derek put away his books and started off toward the store. After crossing the road, he walked under the railway bridge and came near the field where some of his friends were playing ball. Derek, come join us, they shouted. I can't stop now, he called back. I have to get some groceries for my mom, but I'll hurry so I can play when I get back. On he went, waving to some men who were repairing a weak spot in the road. Soon he arrived at his aunt's house and delivered the paper for his mom. Then he continued on to the store. When he was ready to pay for the groceries, Derek felt in his pocket for the purse, but it was missing. He searched frantically, turning out all his pockets, but it was nowhere to be found. Maybe he had lost it at his aunt's house. He hurried back the way he had come. Derek's aunt was also distressed when she learned about the loss. The two of them searched the house, the front yard, and the street, but to no avail. Did you stop anywhere else? Auntie asked. No, I was in a hurry, Derek answered. Did you take anything out of your pocket? No, I don't think so. Auntie smiled reassuringly. Don't worry, we'll pray that you'll find the money again, and I'm sure God will help us out. Derek and his aunt knelt down and asked God to help them solve their problem. When they had finished praying, Auntie handed Derek some money. Here, take this, and get the things your mom wants. She can pay me back later. I'm sure your lost money will be found. In spite of Auntie's confidence, Derek wasn't happy. With a heavy heart, he bought the groceries and headed home to tell Mom what had happened. Auntie thinks God will send the money back. I hope he does. Do you think he will, Mom? Derek's mom just sighed. She couldn't afford to lose any money, but since there was nothing she could do, she turned her attention to preparing the evening meal. The sun was just beginning to set when Derek's mom stepped outside to call the children in for supper. Her face still wore a worried look as she called, Come, children, wash your hands and we'll eat. Then, noticing that the gate was open, she asked Derek to close it. But before Derek could reach the gate, a black dog darted inside, wagging his tail and looking pleased with himself. He ran up to Derek and dropped something at his feet. The boy quickly stooped down and picked it up. He stared at the object in his hands for a second, hardly believing what he saw. It was the lost purse. He opened it, almost reverently. There was the money inside, just as Mom had given it to him. Mom, here's the purse, Derek exclaimed, handing it to her. This little dog brought it here. God did send the money back to us. The family crowded around the dog. He doesn't live on our street, Mom remarked. How did he know that the purse belonged here? Maybe the dog didn't know, but God did, Derek said. Auntie was sure that he would help us. Let's thank him right now, Mom suggested, and together they bowed their heads and thanked God for answering their prayers.
The story you have heard today is from God's Greatest Stories, written by various authors and compiled by Randy Fischel, and used with permission from the Pacific Press Publishing Association. If you're interested in any other books published by the Seventh-day Adventist Church, please visit AdventistBookCenter.com or call 1-800-765-6955.
This podcast is a production of the Carolina Conference of the Seventh-day Adventist Church.